Alright, today's video is going to be on the APOC Tactical Brutus blade. This is an Angus Trim design blade. You'll see it's pretty much a Gladius style blade. Got a really thick tang to it. This is a full tang blade. We'll do some specs on it, up close looks in the scabbard, out of the scabbard, and then we'll run the cut testing. Let's get to it. Alright, first things first, blade length on this one is going to be 18 inches, so straight up 18 inches. It comes with a pretty good factory edge. You'll see in the cut testing it does cut through cardboard quite well. You have about a 3-finger distance, 2 to 3 finger distance from the bottom that's not sharp, which is actually a good idea because you don't want your forefinger or your thumb to run over the cross guard and have it be sharp, so it's a good idea on the design. We have a 9260 spring steel that's used, and the coating on this one is going to be black oxide. So this is going to allow it to not rust because it's got the coating on it. So if you're doing cutting with it, if you're cutting fruit or other soft targets, you have that available to just kind of wipe the blade off, which is actually really nice. Looking at the handle material, we're looking at a G10 handle. The handle's milled out, so you will get more up close looks. I know the sun is a little bit harsh right now, but it's got two pins, two screws on each side, not pins, not pinned. 2 screws on each side, so this kind of melts it together. You could do a custom handle on it if you wanted to redo that, but I find this handle fits very well, and it will probably for most people's hands. We've got an overall length out of the scabbard of 24 inches, just straight up 24 inches. No lanyard hole on this one, not a big deal for me, but just so you know, it has a little bit of an extension on the tang if you're somebody who does like to do back strikes with the handle or butt strikes, which is cool. Handle length, we've got 5.625 inches on the handle. So in the scabbard, you'll see we have this little notch here, this little dot, and that forms into the kydex sheath. So that actually holds it, and that's the retention. So it clicks very nicely in. We've got some options to carry this on a belt. Got a couple options on that. You can even run cord through this if you wanted to run this on a backpack. So pretty actually solid blade. The sheath is kydex, like I just said, so it snaps nicely into place. Good amount of retention. Obviously, if you're going to carry this, if you're on the hip or even on a backpack, it should stay in place just fine. Let's go ahead and take a look at some up-close looks at this blade in the scabbard and out of the scabbard so you can take a look at it. I know it's hard with it being an all-black blade, so we'll get in the sun and get some details on it. There's a really nice cross-section on this one. It's really hard to see right now, but there's a really nice, you can kind of see it in the light. There's a nice cross section on this, which will make cutting performance better, which is probably why it's designed like that. So let's take a look at that. Let's do some up close looks in the scabbard and out of the scabbard. If you have this one in the scabbard, you'll see that these are available for you to just adjust them if you want. Very thick tang. This is a full tang sword. Then you have the belt attachments, and you can run cord through there. This is more like speckled kydex, so that way I think it really is so that if you're carrying this around or it's out, if you're out doing something with it like camping or whatever, you can not really worry about getting scratched up, to be honest with you. Here's the other side. And then that little dot, that's our retention of the actual handle. So the handle is G10, and then this piece is milled out in order to add that retention to the handle. Like I was saying before, you'll see the cross section on this one in the sun. Solid blade. I mean, very simple design. Short cross guard on this one, just so your hand doesn't run up it. And you'll see right where the edge starts, that's about 2 to 3 fingers distance from the cross guard, which is a good feature on it. There's the milled out G10 handle, piece of the handle. That way that plugs right into the scabbard. Weight on this one, this is 1 pound 14 ounces just on the dot. Really moving with this is obviously being a double-edged blade and more of a Gladius type blade. This is going to be more for thrusting, but you got 2 edges on it. So the cuts, whether they're bigger, broad cuts with this one, if you're using anything on the back of the blade, it's actually easy to manipulate. It's got some weight to it, but it's not ridiculous for the size of blade. Again, this only being a 18-inch blade, it's not super heavy. Could you baton with it? Potentially you could. I wouldn't, but if you're doing this, maybe if you're out camping and you need to clear brush and you just want to have something inexpensive but still durable and of good quality, this might be the blade for you. I want to go ahead and take a look at the cut testing. Again, we're using cardboard for this one because we're out of tatami mats, because it's really hard to find them right now with shipping and things like that. So kind of bear with us as we kind of just use different materials like cardboard and fruit and even pool noodles. I'm probably going to do pool noodles for the next couple of videos. But we'll go ahead and take a look at the cut testing and let's see what it does. Got some good cuts in with it, with the APOC Tactical Brutus blade. It's basically a Gladius blade that Angus Trim designed. Edge is really good on it. On cardboard, especially cardboard like this, it's a little bit more challenging in order to get some deep cuts into it because it is hollow in the middle, but it still actually split the cardboard, so the edge on it does pull when you kind of touch your finger against it. So pretty solid factory edge. So thanks for joining me for this review of the APOC Tactical Brutus blade. This is an Angus Trim design. So a full tang sword with a G10 handle, nice kydex sheath, keeps it nice and rugged, and a really good price point too. If you like this blade, go ahead and comment below what you like about it and what other swords you want to see perhaps from this line. These other Angus Trim designs, there's a few more in this line. We've done previous ones before that are a little bit more lightweight. This one coming in under 2 pounds, still a really good point of balance as well, and easy to cut with. As always, subscribe to the channel, like this video. If you want to see more, let us know again in the comments below. Thank you for your support, and we'll see you in the next one.